Hands up. Where's Abby?
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, easy. I'm the one who kept you alive, right? We don't know where she is.
You were just talking about her, so yes, you f***ing do. You, bring me that map. You're gonna point to where Abby is. And then you're gonna do it in a better f***ing match.
Know where the arteries are.
No, you don't, you're not a doctor!
Dina, shut up!
There are plenty of non-doctors who know where your arteries are. Nurses, EMTs.
Yup, which is exactly why Jesse knows where they are. What's the sin supposed to be again?
What's the name of your horse?
Shimmer, I'm alone. Open the f***ing door.
Naming your horse Shimmer, I'm alone, open the fucking door. Waking up a pregnant woman who just had an arrow pushed through her leg.
Pointing things out on the screen to people who just saw those things on the screen.
Is the baby? It's okay. How do you know?
Do you want her to get an ultrasound or something? The baby's fine. This show is dark, but it's not dark enough to kill an unborn baby, right?
Are you suggesting that Ellie shouldn't be concerned about the baby? Seriously, dude?
I don't know how long this bowl of water and towel have been here. And since one of them just showed up and the other one just woke up, they don't either. Letting Dina use this to tend to her wounds is the most dangerous thing Ellie has done since getting to Seattle.
I mean, they're both irresponsible children in a situation where they don't have many other options, so this tracks.
I made her talk. It was easy. I just kept hurting her.
Show treats torturing people like I treat.
Skip?
It was a long time ago, before I came to Jackson. There was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City.
Hold up. The hospital in Salt Lake City happened after you had already visited Jackson the first time. That is where Tommy gave you the information about the university, where you found the map to Salt Lake City. Just saying the difference between came to Jackson and settled down in Jackson is important to some people.
The fact that you just mentioned the difference implies that you understood what she meant, which renders this whole sin null and void.
And he killed everyone in the hospital. Everyone.
Actually, Joel spared the 3 other medical staff in the operating room that day. Ellie may not know all the details from that day, but if Abby knew to look for Joel, then there had to be witnesses who identified him.
Right, and she's not considering that at the moment. Are you really expecting an extremely emotional child to be thinking 100% rationally?
Set designers had to kill a perfectly good soccer ball for this shot.
Discount Jeremy had to kill perfectly good brain cells for this video.
Found the place you stashed Shimmer.
Oh yeah, the poor creature's been trapped in a tiny record store for 3 days. Free Shimmer!
And at this point, I have to correct something I said in a previous video. I previously said that Shimmer was probably dead, and we find out in this episode that she's not. This is neither a sin nor a sin removal for the video, just a self-correction.
I'm gonna be a father, which means I can't die.
Premature celebration.
In what world is this a celebration? All he says is that he has a responsibility to survive. He doesn't throw a party for successfully surviving. Discount Jeremy doesn't know what words mean.
This noisy screaming doesn't immediately attract a horde of infected. I'm starting to think they only come out when the script needs them to.
I agree with this. More infected would have improved this season tremendously.
Any word on Abby?
Not since she played golf with Joel's entire body. And it's kind of hard to sin the show properly when you know they're withholding evidence. I guess it will all make sense in 2 to 3 years.
Nothing burger sin is a burger full of nothing. Where's my specialty burger sauce? The next 2 sins in a row are both a pointless waste of time.
My community was beaten to death in front of me.
Technically, you arrived after Joel had already been beaten.
Some of the beating happened before she arrived, and some happened after. Regardless, this isn't a sin.
The Seattle Great Wheel, which we see here in the distance, was built in 2012, nearly a decade after the show's outbreak started.
That's a genuine sin. Well done. The next 2 sins in a row are both pop culture references.
I get it, you're soggy and disoriented, but you've got guns. At least try to shoot them before they grab you. Look, I'm not saying I want to see more murder, but in the game, it's hard to quantify how many people Ellie kills. But so far this season, I think she's knifed one guy in the neck, and that's it.
I agree that Ellie should be closer to her video game counterpart and kill more people, but he also mentioned that Ellie was soggy and disoriented, which renders that point moot in this particular scene. I'm gonna call this one even and neither add nor remove any sins.
Village.
The village! Leave her!
It would take mere seconds to finish executing this person that you decided needed to die based on the infallible opinion of a toddler. I'm beginning to doubt your commitment to this religion that seems to be built around the god of hammers. Oh, yeah, and Ellie's boat washed up within a few feet of her on the same exact beach. Didn't even get overturned or get smashed on some rocks. Talking about having your plot armor extend to the vehicles around you. Also, hope you enjoyed your trip to Scarligan's Island. Please never return because it was a waste of 5 minutes that did nothing in the service of this episode.
These sins are all solid. Take another one back.
Ellie still hasn't checked to see if she has fuel to make this trip.
Given the fact that she's desperate to escape, this isn't really a sin of the episode.
But also, I don't like talking about the game in comparison to the show, but in changing how Mel died, they absolutely fumbled one of the pivotal moments of the story. It's horrifying, it's tragic, but it robs Ellie of any agency, which she has desperately been lacking this season.
I'm tempted to sin you for implying that you shouldn't consider the source material, but you also made a good point, so I'll be nice and remove yet another sin.
Ellie!
What the? How? Did they sew an air tag into Ellie's clothing? Even if Jesse knew she was going to the aquarium, he'd have to rescue Tommy, get a boat, sail across the harbor, and find Ellie in this giant complex. And he did all of that in time to arrive just a few minutes after she shot Owen and Mel? I'll buy mushroom zombies, but I ain't buying this harbor speed run.
I mean, to be fair, Ellie took that pointless little detour to Scar Island, which would have given them a significant amount of time to catch up.
But Abby gets to live.
Undervaluing the fact that you killed almost all of her friends.
Undervaluing the fact that you don't need to point things out on the screen.
Episode wanted to break our hearts so badly that it had someone as tactically sound as Jesse run face first into a bullet.
Yup, Jesse's death isn't that impactful because it's really stupid.
You killed my friend.
No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them.
It sure looked like you meant to hurt Nora.
And you think Ellie is telling the truth right now? When she's desperately trying to save Tommy? Come on, man.
Lumen Field ditched its grass in 2002 for artificial turf, so you had to rip all that out and then fill the stadium with arable soil. Seems like a lot of work just to get this shot.
Damn, yet another good sin.
Great! They're gonna make me wait 3 years to relive the same 3 days. It's just like Groundhog Day, except instead of hanging out with Annie McDowell, you just watch real-time footage of Phil sitting in an empty room and staring at a timer on a wall.
Discount Jeremy makes a pop culture ref.